Buenos Nachos, YouTube, and all the fine folks out there. Welcome to Fanny Pack Wrestling 2020 2K24 MyGM in 2025. Where we play a modded version of WWE 2K24 for now. We're almost done. Before we start planning the next stage. We're almost to All In. We're gonna knock out the last couple, the go home shows before All In, and get ready for that. I'm Peter Rave here with DJM and Drew. Kaz is out on assignment. We're here to hang out, do the dang thing. All right, let me press this button.
And it looks like I am up first, Petey.
Yeah, so I set you up, and I did the trick for you for the scouting as well. So you should be ready for that. I don't know if you saw the message on Discord, but you'll notice that you have an absurd amount of money.
Well, I was looking to do something. Wait, that I did not see. I saw the screenshots, but I did not see how I got this money or where it came from.
Yeah. So I used Cheat Engine because we were, we're going into the final stretch, and we've been through with the rigmarole of the game and the limitations. So I used Cheat Engine to give us an absurd amount of money. And also an absurd amount of well, I have to do it each time because it resets, but I did it ahead of time for you, but a shit ton of scouting points. So you can literally just search more or less infinitely.
All right. Hey, Petey?
Yes.
Maybe you should make a note of this when 2K25 comes out.
Oh yeah, I'll be looking out. I have to find the right cheat table. So I have to somebody has to make a cheat table to do it to work. I also
at least to get around the weirdness of
I also have to do it in the to get around to the scouting stuff, the limitation. So now you can just search everything. I also maximized a lot of people's stamina, though they did wrestle some matches since then. And I maximized everyone's morale, but it looks like they kind of had some things they didn't like really bad, but I tried. But at least at the time, everyone was all green smileys.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, awesome.
So I promised Montez Ford last week a role change. He wanted to be a bad boy, so I set it up.
Sure.
For you, so you can just
cool.
All right.
Well, that's so. I have a question. Book your least popular available star for a match this week. Okay, never mind.
Yeah. I have questions.
Promise the Living Dead Girl Abaddon a show at a tier 3 arena or better with an. Oh, okay.
That's why it says completed. Yeah, I did that last week.
All right. Book my least popular star.
That's what she said.
All right. Let's see who that is. Zoe Stark. Okay. All right. Yeah, we can do that. We're going to make that a showcase match. Let's call it a showcase.
Yes.
And we'll do Zoe Stark versus Zoe Stark versus the Empress, Asuka. Okay, no interference. Let's do submission. I know Asuka has a submission. I'm not sure if Zoe Stark does, but we're gonna roll with it.
Yeah, should be fine. We're not gonna watch it. We're not gonna spectate anyways, but so it's just gonna be spectated. Oh, let's press enter.
Okay, there we go. All right, let's see. Yeah, let's. So I can just ball out with all of this.
So to make that assets thing, I had to buy the one and engaged that thing, so we're all stuck with them with tier 1 of the advertising, but that's why we were
Okay.
able to. It was like a weird thing. I actually kind of without I had to figure it out while doing it under Drew's thing. So Drew is stuck with tier 1 everything, unfortunately.
Oh man.
Which I feel bad for. So
Health spa to recover stamina this week.
we're just here.
They will
We're
be
just
busy,
finishing
which
up
is
and having
fine. And since let's see, who needs it? Who needs it? Ivar. Yeah, there you go. We'll give that to Ivar. Hey, and that immediately bumped his morale. Good shit.
Yeah.
And we're going to hit bad publicity. And I'm going to pull a Nick Khan on somebody.
Call up Dave. Or call up fucking
Call up Bully Ray.
Yeah. Yo, here's some notes for Busted Open. That's
Fire up a few bots.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Okay.
What's the other
Come
one
on.
the Busted Open show?
Come on, trigger buttons, move. Okay, and how about training for Billy Starks? Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot.
Get a little bit more experience.
And yeah. And let's do charity.
Well, they like me. It looks like they're setting her up to at least start something with Mercedes Monet.
Yeah. I think that's really cool because I think the worst kept secret in wrestling is that Mercedes definitely has some input on who she chooses to fight.
Yeah.
And I think it's pretty awesome that she's doing that.
Yeah.
My least popular, Zoe Starks.
And
we'll put her against Asuka.
I'll let you concentrate, but that's good. I'm excited to hear your thoughts on how Revolution turned out.
We'll do,
because I loved it.
Do I have any? Yeah, we can do this. I like this. And where is it? There we go. There it is. Right, casting match. Title match? No. Actually, yeah, screw it.
Yeah.
Title match, yeah. And we're going to make that I don't want to lose anybody to injury. And yeah, do I want to do the backstage brawl? Not really. Or maybe I do. Let's make it last man standing. No interference for the World Heavyweight Championship of the world. All right, and let's do Extreme Rules, Fatal 4-Way. Let's call it a women's wrestling clusterfuck X Division style.
Hell yeah.
We'll put that there for now, but I'm going to look at the roster. Okay, let's see. Okay, Abaddon. Abaddon has a tag title.
With
Okay.
Jamie Hayter.
Okay. Nope. I see it.
Jamie
I see it. I see it.
It's her and Jamie are tag champs.
And Raquel and
they finally beat
Yeah, I prefer this actually. For now, we're going to keep that as a placeholder.
Because I also kind of like that became a rivalry, and then I kind of like
Okay.
jump started it to level
Okay.
3
Okay.
with double promos last week, so that you have a level 3 tag rivalry there with those.
Sorry, Charlotte. You're my girl. You know I love you, but not this week. Well, maybe we can. No. Let's do.
But I still love the idea that like you had the Knockouts tag team champions are also in a rivalry against each other, and then still in a rivalry against the champs, because they still want to be champs. They just hate each other, but still want to be champs.
Oh man, I got some rivalries up in here too.
Yeah,
I appreciate it, Petey.
I made sure so that's ready when Ivar's healthy for the pay-per-view, for the PLE extravaganza. And I'm sure I think I acquired a couple of people too as well. I got you Charlotte. That's what I did. I had looked up people and I signed Charlotte, and I think Sheamus as well. Because I was looking for like some like certain classes for certain like matchups. So I feel like okay.
Got one of every class.
Yeah. Ludwig Kaiser. Oh yeah, and I did sign Ludwig Kaiser because I knew you'd appreciate having him.
I do genuinely. You know how big I am on Ludwig.
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, this would be good, and he would be useful because he's a specialist. Oh man, Tony.
Come on, Trigger. L Triggers, come on. Get it together. All right. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that.
I love that the national media at the end of the season is finally realizing, oh wait, the Cavs have been good this whole time. The fuck?
And Drew, what have I been trumpeting for like 2-3 years that the rest of the internet is finally figuring out?
Oh, that the NBA media follows a few markets nationally.
Yeah,
it's crappity crap.
Basically, what you do is you look up top television media markets, and then you cut off at like 5 or 6, and then just above that number.
Did you guys see the thing about Shaq totally not knowing anything about the Pistons?
I haven't seen it, but I can imagine.
Yeah, he thought they were 4 games under 500 at the time when they were still 6 games above 500. And then he congratulated Chauncey on his coaching job. Chauncey is not the coach of the Pistons. All right. So, yeah, again, NBA mainstream media coverage is absolute garbage and has been for a long time. And I'm genuinely glad people are finally figuring that out. Okay, so who is my most popular star that I cannot
It's bad
book?
when you get better information.
I think that was Finn Balor.
About other teams around the league. Like I listen to a podcast called The Chase Down. The Chase Down podcast is 2 dudes, one from Canada, talking about the Cavs. And they started out as just like 2 dudes, small sort of outfit.
Yeah.
I got in really early with them, but they've been
real quick, I want to preemptively offer my condolences to the family and friends of Griff Garrison, who's in the ring with opposite Powerhouse Hobbs right now. Go on.
But like they were just some dudes. pretty chill dudes, but some dudes. And they got popular enough to where now the Cavs on the Cavs YouTube channel are like, nah, you're our dudes. Like, you're our podcast. They give better insight to other teams on the regular than the guys being paid way too much money for this shit. It's like, come the fuck on.
I don't know how many times I've seen or read people saying that they watch Inside the NBA.
Yeah.
And they don't even watch the games. They just like Shaq and Charles Barkley and Kenny Smith just bullshitting more than the actual basketball. And that is sad because
like,
there's so much good entertaining talent across the NBA. I'm not even being a homer here. I'm not even going to talk about the Pistons. I'm saying across the board. There's so much good entertaining talent. And they never bring it up if it's not LeBron or the Warriors. It's exactly what everyone accuses them of.
Like, and the thing is, this is in my opinion. Like, if you look at the landscape of the NBA right now, in terms of like what I've been saying has been a detriment to like the NBA being bigger, right? And like more closely like showing the same numbers as the NFL. My thing has always been like it's parity. Like it's almost always that like some of the games just don't matter and you know that certain teams are just way better than other teams. If you went into this season, and this is me coming from a Cavs fan, if you went into this season,
I'll be right back in a moment. I gotta do something in my mom's room. I'll be right back. Go continue.
But if you went into this season thinking the Cavs were gonna be on the tear that they were, nobody would have believed you. Like and you have the Bucks doing really well. You have the Knicks doing great. You have like the Luka LeBron team up in the LA that's awesome. You have like the Rockets doing decently. You have the Pistons on a come up. Like there's so much good basketball like right now. And the fact that the national coverage doesn't cover all the good like isn't showing all the good basketball and is showing like you said like 4 or 5 teams really. Like it's fuck.
ESPN really should be ashamed of themselves because on their own network, they have the fantastic NFL Live. And that is as good of a sports show covering your league as it gets. And the MLB network does a fantastic job of covering Major League Baseball. They actually celebrate the games, celebrate the players in the league today, just like the NFL does. But mainstream national NBA coverage is so terrible at this. They're terrible at it. You have people saying a player that's not from the United States can't be the face of the league, and how just nobody wants to be that because the media coverage is so awful. And on top of all of this, the teams that should be covered are still not getting covered. And then all of these media personalities, they bite back at people and they say, well, that's what the people want to see. How do you know that? You're the one with the microphone telling people. And I find it inexcusably bad and lazy. And I'm not asking for ESPN or TNT to cover all 30 teams, and I'm not asking them to do 15 minutes on why Cade Cunningham is an all-NBA player. I'm not asking for that. I'm literally not. I'm trying my best not to be like a Pistons homer here, and I'm looking at this as objectively as I possibly can. They're doing a terrible job on the whole promoting the league. there are a bunch of haters that talk about the league on a day-to-day basis. And no one is beyond being manipulated by the media and being manipulated by propaganda. And if you hear over and over and over again that the basketball sucks and these guys aren't as good, and they bring up Michael Jordan whenever they can, or they put down a guy because Shaq is insecure, like, what else are people going to think?
Right. And that's the thing, right? Is that, like, here's the thing. And this, I know this is a little bit rose-colored glasses coming from where I come from, but, like, you've had a guy in the league for 20 years that, like, whether you think he does or not, like, at least he's getting to the point where, like, in my opinion, he surpasses Jordan, but, like, he's always been on that rise. So, like, you don't have to bring up Jordan to prove how good LeBron is. Like, you could talk about that. But also, we could talk about the fact that, like, it took how many years to go from Jordan to, like, LeBron, like, another transcendent player like that? And then we've had a guy who's the best shooter that the game has ever seen. And now we have Victor Wembanyama, who stands to be, like, one.
All right, I'm back.
Like,
I have to put on Dora the Explorer for my niece.
It's all good. But he's, like, purpose-built to play basketball. Like, he has a great outside shot.
And he wants
insanely talented.
He has a drive to be great. That's the thing about Victor Wembanyama. He loves the game, and he has a drive to be as great as everyone believes he can be.
Right.
That's why it's awesome.
That's, like, to get to that upper echelon in that top 5, you have to have some of that, right? You have to be a little bit crazy. And, like, LeBron's a little bit crazy. He's in that upper echelon. Jordan was crazy. He's in that upper echelon. Kobe, in my opinion, as far as raw talent, like a LeBron or a Wembanyama has, Kobe had none of that. He just would outwork literally anybody. That dude was just a crazy.
He was Jordan's clone, just an absolute psycho.
Right. And, like, he didn't have the raw talent or the raw power of a Jordan, a LeBron, any of those guys. He just worked, and it's like, oh, he was a top 10 guy, just top 10, top 15 guy, just by saying, nah, fuck it. I'm just gonna do this for 9 hours a day, because fuck you.
I mean, to the detriment of his own teammates a lot of times, because like Jordan, a lot of those times he was a detriment to the rest of his team. But in the end, it worked.
Right.
But I really need everyone that has an interest in the NBA to just stop with Kobe and Jordan. Just stop.
The reason
this is why the kids are saying they're done with the 90s, and they should be done with the 2000s too. And yes, I'm including my going to work Pistons, my favorite team of all time. I'm not absolving them. I want the NBA to be covered like all of the other sports leagues. And I don't think that's hard to ask.
And the reason I brought up Kobe is you have a guy with if you look at his musculature now, he's not old enough to be peak physical, like, musculature. But if you look at him, he's gonna get to some crazy, like, builtness later on. And he has that, like, crazy Kobe Jordan, like, crazy work ethic that's beyond anybody. And his body looks fucking built to play basketball. The motherfucker is
just like LeBron.
Shit.
Just like LeBron.
Right. And he's taller than LeBron, and he, like, is longer wingspan in the whole nine. Like, it's ridiculous how much this guy is set up to be, like, you could build him in a lab talent. That's fucking exciting. Why are we not covering the San Antonio Spurs more? Why?
Because we need to talk about LeBron's legacy and Bronny and why Bronny. We need to talk about Bronny, and Luca, and they don't even talk about JJ Redick very much. The fact that he absolutely blew away expectations as a head coach. Like, so far, it looks like he actually pulled it off, and good for 100%.
him. And
but
he was able to meld Luca into it. Like, he was able to get Luca into the flow so easily
after about 5 or 6 games.
Like, it's nuts. Like, the shit. Like, and this is the first time you see, like, you could, like, talk about it in the terms of, like, JJ Redick was able to get Luca in so fast and, like, be able to teach him the playbook, and Luca was able to grasp it so fast that this is the first time I think I've seen LeBron play pure forward ever. But that isn't the conversation, is it? It is not about, like, congratulating JJ Redick. It's not
the
about
fact that LeBron is playing like his Olympic position.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't have to be the point guard. He doesn't have to be the coach on the floor. He can just play a role. And of course, he's fantastic at it. At 40.
Right. Like, but no, it's about the legacy. It's about his kid. It's about this, that, the other thing. It's about, like, just, it's about, oh, the Knicks are failing. Okay, cool. But who's succeeding in their wake? Like, could we talk about, like...
This is one of those times where stick to sports is actually legit. Because if you watch ESPN or TNT, amongst all of those other things, it's usually like social media beef or Twitter comments. That's what it is. And that's not what they should be displaying. It really just isn't.
We had an entire week of LeBron being a dad and saying, hey, maybe don't be a dick to my kid because, like, he had some heart issues, was away for the game for an entire year, and is having trouble coming back. Maybe don't be an asshole to my kid. And, like, that's LeBron's right as a father. We had an entire week, I feel like, of the him Stephen A beef. Like, I don't care. Like, I don't care.
Like, spend 30 seconds on it, and that's enough.
Right. That's it. Like, oh, this is weird. They had a dust up because Stephen A said some shithead stuff about LeBron's kid, and LeBron's a dad.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that, Stephen A? Oh, it was real shitty. He was real mean to me. All right, cool. Now, next up. Like, that's all you need to do. That's the entire story. I don't need to see it 4 times throughout the week.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And I barely mentioned the Pistons at all.
Yeah.
And the thing is, you have a right to be pissed as a Pistons fan because, like, Cade's doing great. Like, dude's showing the fuck up.
The whole team has completely turned it around. And I said last year when Troy Weaver got fired and they cut Monty Williams, I said all they really need to do is find a good GM and hire actual NBA caliber players to play with Cade and let him take care of the rest. And what do you know? JB Bickerstaff and Trajan Langdon did exactly that. They gathered actual NBA players. They brought Tobias Harris back from Philly. See how that's worked out, Philly? Malik Beasley and others, and their younger guys, Jalen Duren, Cade, and Asar Thompson, and Ron Holland, who they drafted, are all looking fantastic. Like, JB Bickerstaff, I will say this about Stephen A. He did say this. JB Bickerstaff is absolutely in the running for Coach of the Year. I'm not going to deny that. But I'm just glad that Trajan Langdon, the GM, realized, and this was also the offseason, that he extended Cade. He gave Cade his max contract. And yeah, it was really as simple as get guys around Cade that can actually play and then let Cade cook. And lo and behold, that's exactly where we are. Like, Cade always had the talent, just very few other people around him did. And now the Pistons are looking like what we hoped they would be.
Right. In my opinion, JB Bickerstaff should be up for it again because of what he's done in Detroit. And up until all this Luka stuff, and like I said earlier,
Drew, are you ROH?
Yeah, I don't have keyboard. I said that a couple of times to PD, but I thought he was white.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Okay, I got it now. But I thought it was a 2-horse race between Kenny Atkinson over in Cleveland and Bickerstaff over in Detroit. But JJ Redick deserves a look because of this turnaround with Lucas.
He absolutely does. He absolutely does.
It's a 3-horse race in that for me in Coach of the Year, because you have to look at the team that has the best record, like by default, right? Because like, what did the coach do to achieve that? Does it deserve a look? I think in this instance, it very much does. You have JB Bickerstaff completely turning around
the historic turnaround. The historic turnaround. Like the Pistons were historically.
Oh, it was bad. It was bad.
It was historically bad. Like, genuinely changing history in the league bad. And JB Bickerstaff and Trajan Langdon just flipping that in a year is it almost doesn't feel real. Speaking of Starlight Kid, why has no company brought her over to the States yet?
I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like that one should be there.
Yeah, I don't know.
But they are bringing in La Catalina from CMLL, so that's pretty cool.
Let me looking at the playoff picture. Oh gosh.
Oh, Mark Davis getting the win.
Yeah.
Over Mark Briscoe with a little help from the Don Callis family.
Big Dunkzilla.
And good for him.
Really
Sorry,
talented.
Mark Briscoe.
Got the yeah.
I gotta say that pile driver of his is pretty cool.
Yeah. Also, he's a strong contender for best cake in AEW, but you know, that's either here or there.
Had to make it weird.
Of course.
Had to make it weird.
That's who I am. All right, so we have our 4-way set. It's going to be Orange Cassidy, Mark Davis,
Ricochet, and Speedball.
Mike Bailey. Ooh.
That's going to be fun. Like I hope Mark Davis gets to do a bunch of power moves and wreck shit with the 3 athletic flippy guys.
Exactly. Mike Bailey's debut was really good.
It was as good as you can ask for.
It was fun. And his theme was awesome. Like, I've said it a couple different places, but like, honestly,
PD, I think I'm gonna disagree with you there. I'm not feeling Speedball's theme song.
I like it. Maybe, you know what? I think it might. I'm gonna preface this. Maybe it is my weirdness, like misplaced nostalgia from Miami Freestyle. But because it's like literally Mikey Ruckus started from Brass Monkey, obviously, and he ended up somehow in
that's Speedball Mike Bailey's theme on the Indies.
Exactly. He ended up at Miami Freestyle. He ended up in 80s. Well, somewhere between Miami Freestyle and like 80s breakdancing music. So it's like I really that might be why I enjoy it. So, but
yeah, I don't know why. I listened to it when it aired, and then I listened to it after, and I just felt like didn't really do it. Didn't really do it for me.
I can understand.
But right. Everything else about Speedball, fantastic presentation. He just did an interview with Sports Illustrated, and he has made no bones about the fact that he is and has been chasing Kenny Omega for the last 10 years. So, yeah, Ultimate Weapon versus One Winged Angel is going to happen one way or the other. It will happen. That's exciting.
Okay. Is there anybody else?
Yeah, guys, guess what? AEW is actually pretty fun right now.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you heard.
Revolution was great. What were your thoughts on? What were some of your favorite things? Let's talk about Revolution.
Sure. Fantastic pay-per-view, of course. Fantastic pay-per-view. Sure. Even the pre-show was good, and I had a lot of fun with the pre-show. And the show as a whole was just fantastic. MJF and Hangman Adam Page, that was the opener.
Yeah.
And then what else was there? There was Swerve and Ricochet. Ricochet taking a vertebreaker on an announce table from Swerve. Come on. That's absurd.
Before that, we had Mercedes Moné versus Momo Watanabe, which is pretty good, which was a really
that was very good too. And good. If you're still hating on Mercedes right now, you're a moron.
Yeah.
You're a fool.
It's always been like that.
You are a fool. You know what? I'm gonna say it, Petey. I'm gonna say it. I enjoyed the trios match in the pre-show with Big Boom, AJ, and the Conglomeration.
Oh yeah, that was really fun. Like those were a lot. It's exactly just a very fun classic wrestling match with the faces that do fun stuff that you like, and the heels that are,
jerk asses,
and
also very entertaining.
And it's fun to watch them get humiliated or their asses kicked. It just had all those classic moments. It's just, sometimes you just need just straightforward fun fun wrestling moments.
And after all that insanity, our quote-unquote cool-down match was Kazuchika Okada versus Brody King for the Continental Championship.
Which was dope as hell.
Again, Brody King rising to the occasion. He's gonna be world champion. It might be in 2026. I hope it is, but I am in full support of Brody King becoming world champion.
Absolutely. He's one of the best. He's just absolutely ready to shine. He's so badass.
Okada is still Okada, for anyone who might have been curious. He absolutely can still go.
Yeah.
But the thing that has been consistent about Okada his entire career is that he saves his energy for big matches. And he brought it tonight.
Yeah.
At Revolution. And our next cool down match was the Hurt Syndicate versus the Outrunners for the tag team titles. This match was short enough to where it didn't seem totally out of the realm of realism, but the Hurt Syndicate took care of business.
Yeah.
The Outrunners mostly got their shit in.
Yeah.
And it was fine. This match was perfectly fine where it needed to be.
It was pretty. It was good. It did exactly what it needed to do, which was it was like a cool down match, and the Outrunners got their shit kicked in, but they got their stuff in, and the Hurt Syndicate looked dominant like they always do, and they had it set up well, and it was exactly what it needed to be.
Mark Briscoe brawling with the entire Don Callis family at Collision.
Of course.
Just, let's see. And then after the tag title match,
it was the Hollywood ending.
This is when Revolution turned it up to crazy. This is when the pay-per-view got crazy.
Oh yeah.
Timeless Toni Storm versus Mariah May for the women's world title in the Hollywood ending match. And this was absolutely bonkers.
Oh yeah.
It was bonkers D Bobcat.
Yeah.
Petey.
Oh yeah. It was just so beautiful and it went insane, and it was
artistic brutality.
It was just beautiful, and it's like violence. Like they brought the fucking the Taipei deathmatch moment where they like,
yeah, oh my goodness.
And like, and I think it worked especially well how each of them played the moment differently. Like they both had their buckets, they both got the tape on, and like you could see the just determination on Tony's face, and you could hear Mariah screaming because she's putting her hand in glass, and she didn't quite get a lot of tape on there, but like Tony was ready and taped up completely, and it's like just that contrast, and like because the whole rivalry has been fantastic because it's been set up in the right way. And I think the way when the title changed hands at Australia, and what has happened since has finally shown to people what I think the some people might have complained on how Mariah May was this champion, doing like the old complaint of like, oh, you shouldn't like tear down your opponents, and how like she was talking down the entire division. But like I didn't mind it with her, and I think it paid off with the title loss and this chunk of the rivalry, because she's delusional. That's the whole thing. She is delusional. So,
and also very, very mean.
Very mean, but she is delusional and out and like caught in her own world of and almost sociopathic, like
almost.
Yeah. she's a delusional sociopath. That's the character. So her disparaging the division is part of her delusion as a heel. Like and it's showcased that like in that match, and her reaction to the match, and the interview where she goes, the fact she goes from cutting her I'm an insane badass woman part of her promo, then goes into begging for approval to Tony, right, like within a beat, almost like that switch in her brain, and like all those little different parts that seem disparate, but in the idea that like it's like mode switching in her sociopathic approach to like interacting with the world. It makes so much sense, and was so great. And God, and
Tony
was great.
in top form. I'm just gonna say it. Tony Storm is a generational talent.
Absolutely.
I am putting her personally in my Asuka tier.
Yeah.
And yeah, she is top of the mountain.
She's been
top of the mountain,
and it's been great to see her be able to show it in a great new way with this character. Because like it's been her and Ricochet being able to bring in characters that like really finally click in and get to show that they can show charisma and show personality.
And here's the thing,
they have it all along.
With Ricochet, it didn't even take a year.
Yeah,
they figured out what to do with Ricochet in like 6 months.
Yeah,
and now he's fantastic.
Yeah.
Like the other company has no excuse.
It's like
they have none.
Absolutely none.
Petey, I want your entire women's division. I want all of them.
Yeah. This is TLC. You know what?
Okay, and then we got to the International Championship match between the champion, Konosuke Takeshita, and his challenger, Kenny Omega. Of course, Excalibur and the AEW team did a great job of highlighting the history between Kenny Omega and Konosuke Takeshita. Kenny and Takeshita first wrestled a little bit over a decade ago when Takeshita was still a hyper talented, very young 18-year-old that was already a star in DDT.
Yeah.
It's absurd to think just how much of a childhood wrestling prodigy Takeshita was, and Kenny saw that and made sure Tony Khan saw that as well. This was the match I was looking forward to the most, and it did not disappoint for me. It was high-level professional wrestling with Don Callis being his slimy self that I absolutely love.
Yeah.
And again, just a fantastic wrestling match. And we have a new international champion in Kenny Omega.
Absolutely. And it was so many good moments, and it was those two are just amazing in every different way. And yeah, Konosuke Takeshita is the future of wrestling and the present.
I have been preaching the gospel of Konosuke Takeshita for some time now, and yeah, he has not disappointed in any way. Every time I see a Takeshita elbow strike, I feel a year being added onto my life. I feel oxygen getting put into my lungs, and I'm just overjoyed at all of his success. And in Japan, and in DDT, and New Japan, and in the AEW, I'm certain Takeshita will be fine after this, because there's no way he can't be. He's just too good.
He's still never open weight champion, I believe, right?
Yes.
And then he's got those defenses coming up. And
he's just too good not to succeed.
That builds. Good middle.
All right, and my main event.
Amazing.
All right.
And it stays champion.
All right, I like it.
You have a new rivalry. All right, let's see how I did with WCW.
World Championship Wrestling. Oh, I love that you got the classic Scott Steiner graphic. Especially for WCW.
I think I accidentally have both Scott Steiners in available. So Kaz.
Dang!
I think
John Moxley just Nancy Kerrigan swerve.
Damn. Oh yeah.
Clocked him in the knee with a crowbar.
Yeah. Speaking of what we're gonna get through to when we talk further matches on Revolution.
Straight up Tanya Hardinged him.
And then after Takeshita Omega, we had the cage match between Ospreay and Kyle Fletcher, which was pretty fantastically emotional. And like it was it was badass.
Just to point out, this was the second of 2 I fucking hate yous we got on this pay-per-view.
And it's just, I mean, it was a great thing. It's like, I hate you, and right before they're gonna like be murdered.
The other one was Mariah May.
Absolutely.
And just that emotion was just so real and genuine.
And it was
really good
great
stuff.
And and then the emotion of the cage match was really fantastic.
the cage match itself. The cage match itself, PD. Like, come on.
Yeah.
There were so many things in that cage match. You can't even narrow them down. Oh, and ROH has classic Rick Steiner with Big Papa Pump.
Yeah,
as the Steiner brothers.
Yeah, right. So they have. I guess I accidentally have both old and new Steiners. That they're both in the roster. So like, Drew has Scott Steiner, Big Papa Pump, and Kaz signed signed
Old school Steiner.
Old school Scott Steiner.
The proto Lesnar, as I like to call him.
Exactly.
Exactly what?
Basically Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
But the old Brock Lesnar.
And yeah. And then the main event, and I'm gonna go on to say, I like the main event. I know it's getting a lot of like bad attention, but I like the main event, and I didn't mind the end.
Neither did I. And
the setup was interesting. Like, it plays into exactly who Christian Cage as a character is, which is a petty,
moron?
overconfident moron. Yeah, exactly. He's overconfident and he's dumb and he's petty. Because like the obvious like kayfabe question was like, why didn't he wait till the 3-count finishes and then jump in and beat Cope? Easy. He couldn't stand the idea of Cope ever being champion, even for a second. So he had to prevent it. That's why he did it. That's why he stopped the match.
Now, here's what I will say, PD. And they're having this match next week on Dynamite.
Yes.
It's going to be Moxley versus Copeland in a Falls Count Anywhere match.
Yeah, street fight.
I do believe that while I thought the main event of Revolution was fine, it probably should have been the Falls Count Anywhere type of match.
Yeah.
Given everything else that came before it, I think whomst ever made the call on that match. Whoever made the call on that match, it was unfortunately not the correct call.
Yeah.
However, they're going to make that up on Dynamite with a Falls Count Anywhere match. And it's going to be good. We all know it's going to be good.
Yeah.
So I think we all need to chill.
Yeah.
We need to chill.
All right. Good booking for Ring of Honor.
Yeah. Overall, a absolutely fantastic show.
And we have set up now, and then it followed that up by doing Swerve Strickland doing one of his classic swerve stomp on a group of people.
Yes, as he is now the number one contender.
As he's now the number one contender because he won his match, and I'm looking forward to that, which set up the Tony Harding moment that we had on Collision just now.
We sure did.
And we that
happened at the Joe Louis Arena.
Yeah.
The Tanya Harding, Nancy Kerrigan thing.
Yeah. And now we kind of now we're setting up they're seeing like who we have like a nicer, closer picture of what is coming down the line as far as like contenders for the world title. It's like obviously Swerve is next. The Swerve is next. We have, which is Dynasty. After Dynasty is Double or Nothing, or wait. After Dynasty is Double or Nothing, or All In.
I think it's Double or Nothing.
Yeah, if I remember. Yeah, it's Double or Nothing. So,
and then eventually we'll get to the Owen Hart tournament.
Yeah, Owen Hart tournament, which that will set up whoever contends for the title at All In, which is going to be interesting because we have Jay White and ready to strike the turn everyone sees coming. Ready to strike. But it's gonna set up his path to try to go for the championship. And Will Ospreay is gonna go into the tournament as well. So it'll be interesting whomst amongst them comes out of that. And I like that they're setting up multiple people that are vocal about their desire to be champion, even if they're having,
which is how it should be.
Yeah, even if like their rivalry is with another person.
All right, let me take a look.
Yeah,
amazing booking. You put on a great show. Blah, 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 blah. Highly rated
with
matches.
highly
Let's
rated
see.
matches because you had
Rivalry, very
4,
good.
3,
Dark
2,
Asuka, hey, 2-2, Balor Holland.
4. So you did a great job
All
overall.
right. And you know what? Thank you, Petey. Thank you. So we can actually play this game now.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right. I'm good.
Yeah. Ring of Honor, and then I had amazing booking with AEW Dynamite. All right. 79,000 fans.
Rating score 1,130,000.
Maybe the 70,000 are really going to come in handy. You know.
Yes, I'll take it.
$70,000.
I'm gonna be an unapologetic billionaire capitalist in that regard. Give me my money.
Exactly.
Right. Hey,
Screw you, Super Machine IT.
Go super.
There we go.
Go.
Crowd sound like they
himself.
hate Sheamus being a bad guy. All right. Okay. I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Living Girl Abaddon takes the belt. She had to work. No, back at me. Okay. Varied show added to the quality. All right. Abaddon proving herself. Balor defends, just not good enough. TNA started strong and ended strong. Really liked him. Don't really get why TNA want to push the Living Dead girl.
Screw you, Super Machine.
Get out of here. I'm going to be quiet.
Yeah.
And I'm good.
All right, let's see. All right, let me make sure I capture this for Kaz. All right.
At this point, I don't even totally care about the rankings. I'm just glad I'm able to play the game and not be hamstrung by so many things.
Yeah. So we're gonna hopefully we'll have somebody will come up with the cheat table. And the wild thing with the have to do the wild thing with cheat engine is I have to get into MyGM and then turn launch cheat engine because I can't have cheat engine on and launch WWE 2K24 because it immediately shuts the game down and opens in the browser the fair play policy or whatever, basically to yell at me, hey, don't cheat, like okay,
sure, we won't.
Sure. Because that's the only reason to use cheat engine. Ooh. Oh yeah. Everybody's gonna reach out shit ton of fans.
All right. Cool.
Reach
5.5. Cool.
Reach
7 mil. Cool. 8.5. Cool. 10 million. Cool. Contract negotiation. Yeah. Okay. All right. XP. 30. Okay. Yep.
I think we all did.
World
I think we
Championship
all got
Wrestling, where the big boys play. To the moon. Somebody's getting a push.
Yeah.
ROH. 7, 8.5, 10. There you go. Network special. Real Steel. We got a cage match bonus.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
And these are our new standings for so far. Halfway through today. This is our standings for now. Ring of Honor on top by 3,000
TNA
fans.
in second. Sonya Deville, who I low-key do hope gets signed by AEW.
Yeah.
And WCW at number 4.
Wow. 12 million fans. How did that work out? Okay. Our go home week for All In. All right, I'll take care of. Okay. Yeah, sign everyone because there's no reason not to.
It looks like Dralistico is on commentary with the Spanish team for this tag match featuring Hologram and Top Flight against the Infantry. With Crew, Action Andretti and Leo Rush sitting on the outside watching.
Yes, in their spiky jackets.
They're probably just being haters.
Mm-hmm.
But man, Top Flight, have they really fallen off?
Yeah. It's been...
I mean, not that they're still not, like, talented, but they can't get a win to save their lives. And hopefully, tagging with Hologram changes that. This Hologram is undefeated, and the Infantry and Shane Taylor Promotions lose a lot on Collision for some reason. So I guess somebody has to win this match.
Yeah. Somebody. Right. Okay. Oh.
So next up is we're doing one more.
Yeah. So we're doing our go home week.
Nice. All right.
And then after that, we will be ready to do All In, our like we did last year, our All In spectacular finale.
Lee Moriarty versus Hologram.
Nice.
That would be fun. That might be a fun singles match.
Oh yeah. All right. Let me. With the tag. Okay. We usually don't really discuss too much drama, but
we have a continuation of the Beast Mortos and Harley Graham.
The mysterious Harley Graham,
who actually backed up Hologram on Dynamite. So Harley Graham is officially recognized as Hologram Canon.
Top Flight with the victory. Or should I say wait, you know what? We forgot. It's Hologram with the victory.
Yeah.
When you said like, oh yeah, Top Flight, the SCP, it was like, oh I know, Holograms in the match. So it's like,
so somebody has to make the pin.
Yes.
Instead of normally, so somebody has to take the pin. Somebody has to make the pin in this case.
Mm-hmm.
And it was Hologram, of course, who is still undefeated.
Yeah. Somebody.
I'm trying to figure out, like, when is Hologram going to be in title contention? When is that going to happen?
We'll see. I wonder if like he'll be in. And somebody told him to stay out there. Somebody just told him.
Yes, please give me the Top Flight Hologram trio for me, since Takeshita isn't champion anymore.
Exactly.
Although Kenny Omega's champion, so I can't complain too much.
Okay, somebody that I didn't have wrestle last week. Because this can be a match this week. We're gonna go hold for hold with Scott Steiner. Let's see. Christian Cage. R-Truth. Wait, Willie. Wait, maybe instead of.
Well, seeing that trio of Top Flight and Hologram, I'm just gonna say that it's that "Don't Give Me Hope" gif of Hawkeye from the Avengers. Don't give me hope.
Don't know. Yeah. It's just Don't do that.
Don't do that to me. Don't hurt me like that.
Don't hurt me like that. Don't do me like that. We don't need to do this. Jimmy Uso versus
man. From what I'm understanding, as predicted, as it was known, Jacob Fatu has really taken over on SmackDown.
That's awesome.
And you know, if you watch Jacob before he came to WWE, I remember putting out a tweet specifically saying they ain't ready for Jacob. They ain't ready for him.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, by all accounts, I was right. Like he has absolutely taken that company by storm, and good for him.
Absolutely. Like,
and he's gonna kill it. He's gonna knock it out of the park. If you can't already say he has.
Yeah. Like, oh man, it should be. He's one of those reasons where like it's that push and pull of like what I still can't bring myself to get back in, but like it's what he's one of the reasons why it's kind of a bummer that I can't bring myself to like dive back in.
Agreed. I feel that way about Jacob too, and Penta, and Nakamura, and Charlotte Flair, and after his recent interview with Chris Van Vliet, AJ Styles, who made it clear that he is not wrestling till 50.
Yeah.
And I believe right now he is 47. So, yeah, if you're fantasy booking AJ Styles in AEW, it's not looking very likely.
It's not happening.
Yeah, no.
It's probably not happening.
Yeah, which is fine. I think he's set himself up well to have had a great career in WWE.
He's a Hall of Famer in 2 promotions. You can't ask for anything more.
Exactly.
And like it would be cool, right? But after all AJ has given, I'd rather him be happy and walking away feeling fulfilled than pushing it farther than he thinks he should.
As someone who actually does remember the deep lore of AJ Styles being on the final days of WCW, seeing how far he has come,
yeah,
for me it's the same as Bryan Danielson.
Yeah.
I've watched this dude for 1,000 years. As a wrestling fan, I am a satisfied customer. I literally cannot ask anything else of him.
Yeah.
I can't ask anything of AJ Styles. He's done everything I could possibly hope for him to do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not quite there with Kenny Omega yet. I'm not quite there. I'm almost there, but not quite.
No sé, son mirando aquí. ¿Está bien allá?
No está el aparato de esto.
All right, this is a good opportunity because we're seeing Megan Bayne on Collision in a singles match versus Thunder Rosa. And I am very interested in this because I got to tell you guys, I'm not totally sure how I feel about Megan Bayne yet. I'm not quite sure how I feel.
It's gonna yeah.
I'm not saying she's bad. I'm definitely not saying she's bad. I'm just saying I need a little more data.
Yeah, we're gonna
for
have to
decision.
see. Okay,
like the presentation is fantastic. I definitely just want to see her in this match with Thunder Rosa and see how she does. And I love Thunder Rosa with all my heart, so I'm invested.
Okay.
Megan Bayne attacked Thunder Rosa earlier in the program. Thunder Rosa coming out, not backing down, like a Technico should. Love that.
Okay. All right, that's all I could do for Kaz. Oh yeah, it's me again. So I'm in third place now. Bad publicity.
Dad, did I do that one? I don't even remember that one.
Yeah, I did that with WCW. Yeah, due to high demand, power cards are going to be more expensive this week. Apparently all the charity work is paying off. We just got a surge of new interest on our social media, thanking AEW for all the extra time and money spent on good causes. Looks like you gained an extra.
We love that.
That's what we're here for the good of the world. All elite wrestling.
That's what the elite said. They're going to change the world.
Exactly. You don't even put me on the card in front of my home crowd. Do you have any idea how disrespectful them? I forgot we were in Buffalo.
Ooh.
I'm gonna be honest, Sonia. I've been feeling a little underappreciated. I may not be on AEW forever, but I sure wish I could be. You know what? I'm gonna give you all the money in the world.
For Willow, yes.
Yes. For Willow, yes.
Like, I get that. For Willow, yes.
Okay, I promise Hook's next fight wouldn't be against Dustin Rhodes. Oh yeah, I gotta book him something not against Dustin Rhodes. Where is he? Where's Hook? There he is. Do I have another giant? Okay. Okay.
Thunder Rosa also rocking the DDP rib tape.
Exactly.
Amazing.
The classic did he just wear that like the whole time? I remember
he wore it for the majority of the feud with Randy Savage.
Yeah. And like,
man,
for a good while,
that feud was one for the ages.
Yeah.
Anybody out there listening, if anyone ever told you that WCW sucked and never did anything good, they're wrong. And that's bad propaganda.
Absolutely. WCW was amazing.
Yeah, WCW at its best was fantastic. But like any wrestling company, the bad was really bad.
That was only one choice there. I mean, literally, but I didn't even want to cheat to find any other choices. I had to bring in Big Sexy. Oh wait, yeah, this is vetoed. Oh yeah, special effects is different than advertising. Okay, it was still a good. Would have been a good choice for Kaz to do that on me. All right, so we're gonna do the mid card. We're gonna have Hook versus, where is he? Big Sexy Kevin
Here's
Nash.
A totally random question.
Yes.
Do you guys ever take the cases off your phone? And just use it sometimes?
I did. I was using my phone without a case for a while, and it bit me in the butt, bit me in the ass recently. And it caused a whole lot of fun. But yeah, I just did that for a while, and because I never got around to buying a case. And then at some point, and I had a screen protector. So I had an issue where I cracked the screen. Then I had the screen protector.
I just got a privacy screen protector a couple of weeks ago.
I should get another one. But I was like, okay, I'm fine. I got, at least it won't crack the screen. You know, it'll make it dinged up on the outside. But then like recently, I had my phone fall off my bed, and I picked it up, and it was all white.
Oh no.
And it wouldn't even turn off. It couldn't even turn off. It was permanently just all white.
Yeah, just today, I decided I wanted to take my case off and just kind of have the actual feel of the phone in my hand. If I go out, I'll definitely put the case back on. But
so yeah, and I figured
kind of
like
playing with it.
It was basically like I had to send it back to Google to get a warranty replacement.
Yeah, you hate to see that.
Oh well, I learned my lesson.
Yeah, and I like having a privacy screen.
Yeah,
having a privacy screen is actually pretty cool.
Yeah,
I can't do fingerprint unlocks anymore, but that's
all right.
That's not huge.
It's too many faces. Because apparently now the Rose is a face.
Well, she is.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not one to complain about who is or isn't on TV, but Nyla Rose, like, come on.
Yeah. And
She hasn't even been on ROH lately, has she?
No. No. We have this match. There you go. That's a good mix of people. What do I want our main event to be? Let's have this matchup. And is there which one has a chance of double rivalry? Okay. Alright. Alright. Okay. Alright, let's see. What do I need to set up? That one. Tom Nakano and Isla Dawn. Oh, they're really low on stamina somehow. Actually, I'm
Maybe this is just my Thunder Rosa bias talking, but yeah, this has been pretty good with her and Megan Bayne.
Yeah.
Like she's playing the big girl role, the big woman role, but she's not being like impossible about it.
Yeah.
Thunder Rosa is getting some stuff in, but when Megan Bayne wants to show off the power, she does.
I think that one's just gonna have to pay up for 3 because I can't work them this week. They have a rivalry. So actually
might want to invest in some different ring gear though.
They've been doing
because as one Etora Ewan once said, them things thangin'.
Yeah.
Gentlemen.
Yeah. I mean,
Megan Bayne might want to invest in some new ring gear. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I think
respectfully.
Well, and I can talk plainly. It's just she's definitely doing. She's got a top that kind of gives lift and like support, but I think it does. I think she's lifting
and that's
too
the
much.
win over Thunder Rosa with 2 F5s.
That's she's overworking them. Like you can tell it's like lift. I think if she can like maybe with more fabric closer in, she can kind of achieve a similar
she's not
cleavage.
Done. She's not done.
Similar like look and lift to them without,
Oh, in the rack. She's got Thunder Rosa in the rack. Oh no.
Yeah.
and right on those injured ribs. Oh no.
Dastardly. All right.
And the women's world champion has come out and she's ready to give Megan Bayne the business. This is, as they say, the good shit.
Okay. They're healthy. They're healthy. So I think this. Okay. We're cooking with gas here.
And there's an F5 for Toni Storm.
Yeah.
Megan Bayne looking dominant.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? I will say her match with Thunder Rosa was all right.
Yeah.
It was all right.
Did its thing. Okay. She's slightly better on the mic. And now we have Chris Statlander here to support. Oh, I thought she was gonna like run around from behind and circumvent the referees, but no, she was checking out Thunder Rosa. Yeah. I don't think see it looks like there's some danger there, but I don't think there's much danger for perfect Luther carrying Toni Storm out, and of course Chris Statlander proceeds to carry Thunder Rosa out. We love seeing the girlies supporting each other. We love seeing girls supporting girls, women supporting women, you know, and Luther supporting everyone.
I'm happy for Luther in any capacity.
Yeah.
Okay, next week on Dynamite, it's going to be Megan Bayne versus Chris Statlander. Like
the
that.
Haas fight.
All right, let's see. What do we got? Apparently all that charity work is paying off.
Oh, yeah.
13K fans. Hey, I'll take it. I'm going to say, feels good knowing TNA is helping the world. Agreed.
We're
right,
also
what's up, Owens?
Double Collision next week, I guess.
Yeah, maybe.
Slam Dunk Saturday, Slam Dunk Sunday.
TNT Championship, everyone banned from ringside. Daniel Garcia versus Adam Cole. Everyone banned from ringside.
On Saturday.
All right. Bowens wants a match with Sheamus. Sure. Why not? Yeah. I'm not happy with losing my former champion and my rematch was a living dead girl. Yeah, we can do that.
Becca.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Commissioner Girl, least popular available bruiser is in a match this week. All right. We have LFI versus Commander and Hologram, part 406.
Yes.
What was that? Least. I will say my one major gripe with AEW right now. Unlike a lot of people, I really only have one. The Japanese wrestlers don't have to wrestle each other all the time. The Mexican wrestlers don't have to wrestle each other all the time. The black wrestlers don't have to wrestle each other all the time.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. It just
least popular available bruiser.
I was gonna say people kind of joked about WWE's Lucha Vortex, but the AEW is fallen in the same trap as well, and like I said, but it's also
would really they rather not.
Yeah.
Okay, bruiser versus we'll do Jamie Hayter. Sure.
The whole hologram and Top Flight being one of your trios, part of your trios division.
Let's see.
That's cool.
You do Io Sky and Raquel Rodriguez.
And they could wrestle all the other trios.
Io Sky. And when I ask this every time, PD, I know, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
when the person interfering will attack the person highlighted.
Yeah, so you can see on the bottom it says running and then target.
So I want that to be.
Yeah, you see under target.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. That's what I want. All right.
Akron men's basketball is going to the dance, boys.
Nice.
Good for them.
I wonder, let me see.
Feels fucking crazy.
Let's see. Let's do a. What am I working with here? What am I working with? Let's go with Millie and May Sarah.
Heat are under 8 under 500.
Let me look at my roster.
Oh my god! And it's funny you guys were talking all that like about the NBA media discussing like different teams, and like I'm just glad that they might have less to discuss on the Heat for a little bit. You know, it's like okay, we were discussed enough.
In what regard, Petey?
Well, now that we're done with the whole Jimmy Butler thing, where things should calm down to just us being a team that's doing well or
promo
not.
Skill. I'm not gonna.
Oh, let me turn on cheat engine so that you can go unlimited. You can go sicko mode.
All right.
If I can type, okay.
My hands are off the controller.
Okay, let me. Okay.
Mr. Petey, you have the con.
I have the thing. Let me turn on its money. So, wait. Wait. Oh, okay. Let me try again. Okay. Okay. Oh no. Oh, okay. What? I want it.
Right now on Collision. Looks like the main event of the evening.
Yeah. Go ahead and give
Kind
it
of
a
like
try.
Kate got ejected.
Go ahead and give it a try, Deej. You should have control.
All right.
Hopefully it works.
Okay. Do I need to do anything else other than the talent?
Just search. All right. Make sure you have less than 5, but yeah.
Okay, less than 5. All right.
Because that first one didn't.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it doesn't allow me to put an X on the one for money, but let's see if it's still working. It's just not showing.
We'll put the 1 on there anyway, and we'll.
Okay, there you go. It is working. Okay, perfect. Let me just close Cheat Engine now. All right, you're good.
I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure I selected female.
I think.
Hey, it's 2025. I take that back. It's hey.
Give it another try.
I understand. I understand gender is a thing now. I'm not arguing that.
I think it did give you female, or did Captain Grog already there, or did he come up now?
He came up.
Huh.
All right, so let's go with my old favorite Tamara Tycross.
Legend.
All right, and I feel like I need a flyer somewhere.
FTR versus Undisputed Kingdom, which hasn't had much Kingdom lately, but more Undisputed than anything.
And
But the Kingdom is wrestling at Maple Leaf Pro. I believe that was tonight, the night 2.
Oh, cool.
They have. I forget what the match. I got it. Let me see. Maple Leaf. Let me look it up. Make sure I have it right.
All right, let's look. What do I got? Okay, we got Charlotte. We got May Saruga. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. Interference on. We'll bring in the Queen.
Yeah, they probably either are or have faced. That's probably already happened. The Jet Setters, the international Jet Setters. Kushida and Kevin Knight, the international Jet Setters, the intergalactic Jet Setters, or just the Jet Setters.
Okay.
So
how about Finn Balor? No, we'll give Finn the night off.
They also have another matchup happen that for night 2 of Mayhem. Maple Leaf Pro Mayhem is Billy Gunn and Bishop Dwyer versus Bishop Dyer, aka the former Baron Corbin, versus Matt Cardona.
That's the name he's going with?
Yeah, Bishop Dyer. And versus Matt Cardona and Tom Bram Latimer. Tom Latimer. Tom Latimer, the band used to be known as Bram. Because
is he NWA champion right now?
I think so. I think there's a belt on his graphic in the poster.
Let's go with Sheamus.
You know, which really, I mean,
no, let's not.
It's just it fits right in the lineage, honestly, of the NWA World Title. At least like
we don't need to harp on that, but you're right.
Okay. Here's a question, because I would tease that I was going to talk about it. Do you remember if, because I don't want to trust my memory. Do you remember if while she was in AEW, Jade Cargill had any like rumors of like her being difficult to work with or any stories like that? I don't think I remember there being anything like that.
To my memory, no.
No. So
no, not at all.
Because I find myself, and I don't know if this is weird, but I mean it's healthy to be so, but I definitely feel like I'm probably one of the few ones, or honestly I probably am looking in the wrong places, but I am very extremely skeptical and cynical on this rumor train on her right now that's happening, that she had some confrontation with Shayna Baszler, and she's like telling her like, oh, you don't know how to work, like she's having this like being difficult to work with the thing and throwing these like tantrums or whatever, and I'm like where did this come from? And it was being reported by Wrestling Observer Network. So
from what it's my understanding recently is Mr. Meltzer has not exactly been on his game.
Exactly. But a lot of people are buying it, obviously, because it feeds into what they're, confirmation bias. And they want to assume something about her attitude and her ego.
For whatever reason.
Because she's black.
Yeah, that does happen. It did, past tense, happen with Mercedes when she first started in AEW. But yeah, the thing about AEW is that the audience is very easy to turn back around on you if you wrestle good.
Yeah.
If you wrestle good, you'll be okay.
Yeah. But I feel like this kind of like something messy is obviously happening, but what it is, I don't know. And I think, and when you talk about like, if there's a pattern, you look for the constant, but if there's a big change, you look for the variable, obviously.
Sure.
And it's like the variable is the place. It's like, what does that mean? Like, what?
I think, if anything else, I think it's probably because Jade Cargill came in with a lot of fanfare.
Yeah.
And she hasn't exactly lived up to the hype.
Yeah.
Which is why a lot of AEW fans weren't exactly too broken up about seeing her leave.
Yeah. But yeah,
you know what?
And then like it falls into that, but it's one of those things where it's like, yes, that all that, but if this is not true, it's still not fair. Like, and it's also the always the scary thing of like, anytime a black woman is being rumored as hard to work with is always like an extra layer of like,
but you know, and maybe it's because she's a part of the family, as it were. Never heard that about Naomi. Not in WWE, not in TNA.
Of course.
Never.
But we'll see. I don't know. I find myself like I maybe because I've kind of been working on my default being being to yeah, that one first.
You know me,
skeptical.
PD. I'm never one to make knee-jerk reactions.
Exactly. So
I try very hard
better.
not to.
I'm trying to be better about that, especially lately. With some like stories that seem just too good, too perfectly in line to where like I should be like, okay, wait, let's wait. Let's back up a step. Yeah, be mindful. Be mindful.
Raises the selected superstars' morale. Raise the popularity. Superstar. Fixed match. Yeah, don't care about that. Raises the superstars' selected morale. All right.
Just look at this smiley.
Can we do that with?
Probably find whoever's got whoever you need to not have a frowny face.
No frowny faces, but
a lot of blank expressions. Yeah.
Let's see. What, Jamie Hayter or Anthony Bowens? You know what? I want to raise Bowens' popularity a little bit, so let's go with that.
His morale,
yeah. All right. Manage. Why is that star there?
Oh yeah, you get somebody has a perk. Right, it's Indy Hartwell. So
new poik.
Go right.
Refund. Okay. All right.
Oh yeah. Go in there.
No, I read it.
Oh no. Go right to where it says perk 3. Go right, and then you get to pick Bruiser or Cruiser
bonus class. This superstar can use class change promos. You swap between specialist and Bruiser classes. Cruiser bonus class. This to class change.
If you wanted to like switch them to something else, to like get them a specific role, specific class, that might be useful. But it's probably nothing. Right? I would just pick one so that
I actually like this, and we're gonna go Cruiser.
Yeah, they would have to make the move.
And let me look. One-on-one. Andy Hartwell charity. I like that. And we got our X Division title. And this would go hard in real life.
Yeah.
And there we go.
Go home show. I actually am looking forward to in 2K25 the fact that the way the PLEs are going to work. I don't know if you saw some of that. So the way they've changed it is they've added the concept of the go home show. So the go home show, the one before the PLE, is now going to function how your individual PLEs work now. like how it's all, you know, whatever, you all book your big matches, you can have things blow off, you know, things like that, and you'll have the extra match and everything. And then the PLE is actually cross promotionally booked. So like the way it works, I think like the opener and the closer are like, they're, I think, randomly selected who goes against who, but basically the two brands each pick one wrestler.
Okay.
And those people have a match, and there's benefits for whoever's superstar wins, and there's benefits for both people. And the same for the main event. So I presumably, if it's a 4-person game, because it's like there's ways to do it for 2 people or there's 4 people. If it was the first 4-person game, it'll be either like A versus B and C versus D, or like A versus C, B versus D, you know, like that. But yeah, you basically each get to pick an individual wrestler that's going to participate in either the opener or the main event, depending on which you get assigned, or both. I think if it's only 2 people, because then there's only 2 people, and then there's 4 matches in between, so 6 matches total, 4 matches in between.
So much for me talking about not dropping my phone.
4 matches in between, and
that's called a callback in comedy.
Yes, and then those get divvied up. Presumably, if it's a 4-person game, each person books a match. But like with their own superstars, so you just book one whole match. Whatever you want to book to contribute to the pay-per-view, or like if it's 2 people, you each get 2. But basically, and then that card plays out, and then like there's benefits to your brand depending on how how your match is rated, and like you don't have to worry about a curve. So everybody just puts their best match, or the best contributor. So everybody's just trying to put the best match possible. You don't have to worry about that weird curve. As long as your match was dope, you get the benefits. So that's what they're gonna do. So like it's intriguing, because then it like has that, it adds a new wrinkle of like booking, like that makes the PLE like a little bit more epic.
Hmm.
1, 2,
All right, let's see. Oh, I tapped out the South Steiner. Oh, yes, it worked.
Must have put you in that Steiner recliner.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna see.
1, 2, that's it. It's over. Hit the bell.
R-Truth coming out on top. Okay, but we have a level 4 rivalry between Queen Aminata and Rhea Ripley.
1, 2, it's over. Hit the bell.
Weak promo, but you know what? It did its work.
1, 2, that's it. Ring the bell.
Solo Sikoa making Eddie Kingston tap. All right, I'm up next. Tam Nakano versus Isla Dawn.
1, 2, that's 3. Ring it.
All right. Oh, didn't level up the rivalry. I guess probably because it was a normal match. All right, that's level 4.
1, 2, ring that bell.
Lita. I don't care. I'm booking. That match, mainly booking Lita was for me. And Hook versus Big Sexy Kevin Nash.
2, it's over. Hit the bell.
Yep.
Kevin Nash wins.
Kevin Nash goes over.
Of course. He made sure of it.
Yeah. I'm sure Hook got to get some stuff in, maybe.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I don't know.
Are you really sure?
Not really. No. All right, the main event, Tornado Tag Team match for the Tag Team Turtles. Yeah, we're new champions, Jon Moxley and the Great Muta.
Nice.
Which honestly, not a crazy tag. If Muda was still around, wouldn't be too crazy of it. Wouldn't be too out there of a tag team.
And I bet Mox would have the time of his life.
Absolutely. All right, TNA, great tag team opener. In my humble opinion.
We'll see.
That's good.
Good.
Yeah. Call out Finn Balor.
Excellent. Rivalry grows. Love that for us.
All right. Vicky
McLeod versus Jamie Hayter.
Yeah.
Let's see. Vicky McLeod, upset win. Mediocre. Well, it looks like my shows are getting back to normal.
Well, it's that curve. You have good, and then it kind of dips down, but it was 2 stars. We have this. We have some good matchups here. Billy Starks with the win.
Okay. Well, we got a rivalry. That's good.
That's good. That builds that rivalry.
Andy Hartwell got us some charity. Love that.
And then we simulate.
X Division title.
It's not about weight limits, about no limits.
Ivar wins. Amazing.
Yeah.
As a main event should be.
And there you go. Ring of Honor.
Oh no, Petey.
The Steiner Bros. Oh wait.
This is gonna hurt you as much as it hurts me. They got a shot of Roderick Strong, and he has grays in his beard.
Oh. You know what? Yeah.
I know that hurts you just as much as it hurts me.
Yeah. I mean, it's what I'm gonna have to accept. And I mean, it's the other people aging. It's
yeah.
Like I'm looking forward to getting.
Did you ever notice it? I first noticed it with Randy Orton.
Yeah.
Like when he came back from injury one time, he had grown a beard.
Yeah.
And you could see that he had gray hair in his beard. And I'm guessing somebody probably told him to shave it.
Yeah.
And then also it was Jay Lethal.
Yeah.
Jay Lethal had some gray hair in his beard. And also Mark Briscoe, too.
Yeah.
And now seeing Roderick Strong with gray hair in his beard, man. Dog.
Yeah. I mean, for like, it's the other people that I just think of as young. Like for me, I don't mind when I get what I've already got a couple like gray hairs coming in, and I'm looking forward to them. Cause I like that. I want that salt and pepper beard. That's gonna look real nice. But that, I don't mind me aging. It's watching other people age.
FTR not following the code of honor again.
But Danny Garcia did, even though it wasn't in the match.
So the much desired FTR heel turn is definitely happening. Yeah. And, it was probably time.
Yeah. Okay, Ring of Honor poor finale. Overall, all right.
Her Mikey Ruckus.
Yeah.
Mariah May's current theme song is the direction she wanted to go when her character shifted.
Yeah.
And it will stay that way until she decides otherwise.
Yeah.
Can respect that.
Hell yeah.
Okay, drama curve. Good.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, can you go back? Good booking. Focus on raising the quality. Okay, let's see. Praying for no injuries before the
Yeah,
paint.
I don't think we got any injuries on your end.
All right, we got some rivalries. No injuries. Yeah. Okay, I'm good.
Yeah, and mine was good booking. I just gotta, but I've got a lot ready to go for All In. Okay,
I'm pretty sure I have some stuff too.
Yeah, I think
again, Petey, thank you.
I'm glad.
Man, I was heated playing this game.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, AEW Dynamite. I lost fans? What the?
Oh, no.
Holy crap.
How the fuck did you gain that much money?
I don't know. Ticket sales payout, ad revenue payout.
Well, there you go.
Oh, because of the fan number multiplied by. I must have actually gained a bunch of fans and then lost. it must have did something with the cheat engine, things like that. Who knows? Because right now I'm at 12 million. Before it was like a 7 million or something. So I don't know what happened. But and then yeah, the math for the money is based off of how many fans you have. Oh, event is ended. Collision is over. All right. TNA.
Total nonstop action. Gained 14,000 fans. Total profit up 751.
Yeah.
Rating score, promo fan bonus. Bianca and Abaddon work really well as a tag team. I'll keep that in mind. A bit of a squash match. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sheamus is blindsided Joaquin Wild. Good show tonight.
Holy crap. Ivar finally won a match. Like, hell
Has
yeah.
fan favorites outnumbering rule breakers.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Ivar finally won a match. Love that for him. Chad Gable and Ivar, relax. We're getting to that rivalry. I promise.
Yeah.
Hardly a surprise that Joaquin Wild lost to Ivar. Ooh. Somebody talking shit.
Yeah.
All right.
Shit. All right.
Okay, PD, I'm good.
All right. And then lastly is Ring of Honor.
The fuck, man?
I don't know.
Oh, that is wild.
Well, let's see. Okay. A lot of money.
Fuck all you bitches.
All you bitches and all you hoes. Okay. See, I think something funky happened with the math with all of what we did for the cheating. Because we rapidly gained millions of fans like that. But you know what? I'm fine with that. TNA earned 10 million in revenue.
Vito Star.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Vito Star, Ring of Honor earned 12 million lifetime revenue. Pre-match visit.
Was that all I had?
I think so, but you were already close to. I think we were catching up to you as far as.
Oh dang, my fans exploded.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I think there's like something funky in the map. But you know what?
Yeah.
You know what? Doesn't matter. We're just gonna end
It's
with us having fun.
Yeah. The video game is playable now. It's playable.
Yeah, and we're gonna just having fun, doing crazy stuff. All right. That is that. For us, let me quickly. Let's see who's last place. Let me see. Okay, I'll check.
The showcase of the immortals.
Or otherwise known as All In for us.
Right.
Because I have the arena set up. Okay. Yeah, 3 categories. Okay. I had the opportunity to meet with a brand consult who is willing to give us an hour of her company's time. It would be a free trial of one of their courses on how to take WCW to the top. Superstars have feelings too. 5-star booking. 5-star booking. Okay. Tornado Alley. Okay. What's up? It's good to finally talk to you. I got your number from an assistant. I'm Joey Wheeler. Joey Wheeler. Blue Eyes White Dragon. You're gonna play that Blue Eyes
Joel Wheeler.
Oh, it's his brother.
Is Joel Wheeler. This is Cash Wheeler's cousin.
Okay.
Cash
it's
Wheeler's
Cash
cousin.
and Joey Wheeler's cousin.
Yes.
Twice removed.
No relation to Wheeler Yuta.
No, absolutely not.
Because that would be dumb.
For free, what am I gonna do with you? what I mean, what is Kaz gonna do with you? It's literally we're an all in. Like, go away. We're not booking some dude for our big blowout paper. Like, could you imagine somebody showing up like, hey, I can work at WrestleMania for free? I'm like, I
mean, that's kind of how Big Boom AJ and Big Justice happened.
Yeah, that's true. Things aren't working out. 100,000. Okay. Come on, Joe Hendry. I can pay you a lot of money.
Major increase.
All right, we're all good. Let me see. Okay, we have the WrestleMania boost, aka the all-in boost, all in London. We're gonna have our spectacular finale where we're gonna book our final matches in 2K24. And then I'll get things ready for us in 2K25 and hopefully find a cheat table for that game as well. Yeah.
Someone has to make one because that talent acquisition system is just bullshit.
It was hilarious. I recommend people go ahead and check out the New Legacy video where they were previewing. They had gotten invited to they generally always get invited to the big like event where they let like press and influencers like try the game so they can get some footage and get some previews, and they always get invited. And he usually I forget which one of them is the one that goes, but he usually gets to talk to one of the guy that runs MyGM. Like at this point it's become like, Drew will get this, it's like Joel, it's like Jeff Gerstmann and what's his face, Phil Spencer. It's like that Phil Spencer interview where like you can tell like they know each other really well and like they get along well, but they still talk shop. But it's like kind of like that, but for like the MyGM, because the New Legacy guys love to do the MyGM, and you can tell when they get to the part of like, how's the scouting? It's like, oh, the scouting is gonna be the same. I know you guys had a little trouble with it. It's like, and it was like they had to skirt around where you could tell like that they weren't gonna bring up what was likely. I haven't seen their play, but I imagine they must have had the same complaints that we did and vocalized them, and they were skirting around it while they were talking it because they were trying to be nice. But yeah, it was like it's like but another fair thing in that interview they talk about is that they have a very small team that is just the MyGM. I think it's like just 10 people, and they don't have all year to work on it. And which is like, I get it,
which is terrible.
Yeah, so it's the people at the top that need to hear. But
isn't it always?
But the problem is that this is not what they really care about. They care about the fucking their version of Ultimate Team, which I can't imagine. I don't know how many people. I guess people must be actually playing it. The fucking what's his face, the My Faction, I guess it's called, or yeah, the one with
I will
the
take
cards.
your word for it.
I don't know. It's the one where they sell cards. They sell pretend cards. Just like it's their My Ultimate of look. Every sports quote unquote game has to have the gambling game in it. So, oh well. So GM mode gets a back seat, unfortunately. But the fact that it's here is cool. But I do like the changes that are coming. I just wish there was just a toggle where if you can have the regular mode, or in your game you can have just have access to everyone. I would say the fact that when you draft you do have access to everyone in the draft. There's no like how it was where like the draft pool when you're drafting is like a small like a shorter selection of the full roster or the full draft pool. Now it'll be whoever you have assigned as available to be signed or drafted is available in the draft, so you have everyone. So if any mods I install and any characters I throw in there, you'll be able to see them, and you'll be able to. So no more, if I can install Kenny Omega, he'll be there. Yeah. But yeah, you were gonna say something.
Oh, I just not having it be weird like that and separate.
Yeah. So, or limited, which is really cool. All right. Well, we'll look out for when we finally. I think we'll try to figure out when we do our all-in spectacular, coordinate with Kaz, and have that fun excitement. Y'all take care of yourselves. Have a good evening. Just check out all the things, like, share, subscribe, do all the things. Until next time, hasta los huevos.
Toodaloo, live long and prosper, crying nut.